Hey, how's it going, everyone? Today I've got some top ladder LAVACLONE gameplay for you guys. I have no idea how to play LAVACLONE. I know it may seem really easy, but I just have literally no idea how to play this deck. So I can't really help all of you guys who have been asking for tips on this deck. So I hit up my friend Matze, I don't know how it's pronounced exactly, but he has been so generous and granted us some of his best gameplay from his push to the top 500 this season. Let me know if you guys enjoy this LAVACLONE content and just LAVACLONE in general. If you want some more of this LAVACLONE, just feel free to let me know and I'll hit up Matze for some more gameplay, because I don't really think I'm gonna learn how to play LAVACLONE well. So yeah, let's just get started watching some of his games. As you can see here, going into the E-Giant is a very interesting decision, but he does it because lava first play. Such a abusive first play with this deck. Now, as you can see, Matze goes up so much damage because he was able to lava first play and out cycle Game Freak TV, and just getting the upper hand early with this deck can be game ending. Like, look, he's already up 3,200 damage just because the lava first play when the Phoenix was out of cycle. And as you can see, the Phoenix is such a good card for defending the E-Giant. It's like kind of underrated. In this deck, you have no E-Giant counters like the Skarmy, the bats, they just instantly die. So he got the E-Giant as low as he could, and number one tip with this deck, spell baiting. You have to spell bait. You've got the Skarmy, the bats, the clone. You can bait with all of those, but most importantly, you can bait with the flying machine. Now, if you think about it, the flying machine is the only real counter that Matze even has to his E-Giant. Look at this here. Now, by going LAVACLONE, he's going to flying machine right here, and Game Freak, the E-Giant player, cannot tornado this flying machine in, because if he does, he's going to lose his whole tower to this lava push right here. And so he has to spend his elixir first on the Phoenix to get rid of the lava pups. And as you can see, the E-Giants are fully defended, no risk of the 3-crown push. And Matze got the tower earlier, so look at that. He's going to take this tower officially now, but dude, he is in such a damage lead right now. And this deck is going to have so much offensive pressure. It is insane. You're just going to keep up the offensive pressure. And you know how easy it is to defend when your opponent is constantly focused on defense? Like, they can't get any push going. They can't get a single push going. Like, if they get a single push, that's it. Just E-Giant. It happens so many times. Oh my god. Look at all those. Look at all those pups. But yeah, they can't get a single push going because you can apply constant offensive pressure with this deck. Beautiful gameplay versus E-Giant first game on. Let's get into the next one where he's playing versus Big Spin. Yeah, it's just so nice, dude, to see just eradication of E-Giant, dude. And you would think E-Giant had a pretty good matchup there too. So anyways, Big Spin is running the Golem Pump deck. However, he does have Skelly Dragons instead of the Phoenix, which I find kind of interesting. Do you guys think it would be easier to face Skelly Drags or Phoenix? I think definitely Skelly Drags, but Skelly Drags do technically quote-unquote splash, so I don't know here. Interesting decision. Maybe Big Spin doesn't have the Phoenix maxed. I don't know. He doesn't have the pass Royale, so maybe not. But yeah, it's just such an offensive deck, and a lot of the time you're going to see LAVACLONE players, if they don't have lava first play, I think they sometimes sit there. Sometimes you'll see Skarmies at the bridge, but you won't see defense much from like cards like this, interactions like this. Instead of going Skeleton Army to prevent damage, he goes Phoenix, which is a kind of a classic play with any lava hound deck. You go with the air card behind because you're getting extra value. So instead of spending elixir on a Skarmy, which is just not going to help your push at all, you spend elixir on the Phoenix, which is going to take a little bit of damage, but also you get double value. I mean, you get value on defense and offense. And look at this. Look how important the Phoenix was to Matze's push right here. This is the entire reason he took this tower, is because of that Phoenix. It's just, so that's kind of the number one rule, is that you cannot spend elixir on defense randomly. If you're going to spend elixir on defense, you need to make sure that that defense is helping out your offense, or else don't go Lava Hound. Don't play this deck if that strategy is not for you. And I mean, look at the damage, just the sheer damage. Matze doesn't even care how much elixir he's down. He's down 2 pumps right now, 2 pumps and 1 elixir right now, but it doesn't matter because the damage output he did in single is just devastating. And I like the lavas in the middle. I believe in one of the later matches, we actually, I think we're going to show, I think it's, yeah, I don't know exactly, but the lava in the middle is such a good play here because especially if you guys are cross tower trading, so like if your opponent has the left tower and you have the right tower, lava in the middle is going to allow you to use your flying machine to play defense and offense. That is such a important tip with this deck. You can't just not play defense, but you have to play really smart defense with the offense turning into defense. So the flying machines are wrapping up Big Spin's E-Dragons, which is really nice. And as you're gonna see, he's just trying to back up this lava, but he's not just gonna unnecessarily clone things. As you can see, this clone, this push isn't doing much as it is right now. So Matze is focused on taking out this E-Dragon, which he does, and it's just a patient waiting game till your opponent is in an extremely bad situation like right now. Matze forced a defensive golem out of Big Spin, and what is a defensive golem gonna do? It died before it even crossed the bridge, dude. It died before it even crossed the bridge. And look, here's another defensive golem. Lumberjack's coming in. The clone is coming in because punishing this defensive golem. Now Big Spin has no pumps, no extra elixir. The lava hound is coming in. The golem is dead. So as you're gonna see, flying machine comes in the back. This E-Dragon's about to die to this Phoenix, but Big Spin does put the skeleton dragons down as a last ditch effort to play defense. Sadly for Big Spin, that's not going to work. Now this lava's coming in, this fireball is coming in, and as you can see, just the chip damage game slowly but surely catching Big Spin with a tiny amount of elixir, because Big Spin's always going to have to spend more elixir, and it's just worse for him because he's not spending the right cards. He can never get a push down, so you're just patiently waiting to overrun your opponent. This deck is really fun, and I should definitely try it for a video, but I don't know. Let me know if you want to see me play LAVACLONE. I'm kind of bad, but I mean, I've never really tried to play it. I feel like I did it once when Mirror was level 16, and that's about it. But as you can see, T2 versus Matze. Matze's going to go with the lava first play, always with this deck. Now, the important thing is, you guys may be asking, you want to play LAVACLONE. I want to go lava first play. When do I play defense? Well, as you can see here, you cannot play defense at the expense of offense. So, T2 is going to take, I think, the entire left tower with this Goblin Giant Sparky, but Matze's also going to take the entire right tower. So, they're tower trading. The Phoenix comes in to target the Sparky. A very lucky scenario that T2 wasn't ready to use Rage on those bats, because I feel like if he used Rage, the mini P.E.K.K.A could have taken Matze's entire tower, but he didn't, which is interesting. But as you could see what happened there, right? They are forced to respond to your lava, and if they don't, you could like 3-crown race, because LAVACLONE is an extremely good 3-crown race deck. But as you can see, just the goal, I mean, if you can, it seems to be you want to go lava and you want to get your push started first. That way they are forced to respond first so that you can then go ahead and wrap up their push and tower trade. So as you can see what I was talking about last game, it's actually cross tower trade in this game. The flying machine's going to get double value on offense and defense. Defending the Golden Knight, going to defend the Sparky here. Well, it would have defended the Sparky there. They're going to deal heavy damage to this Goblin Giant, but the minions take it out. It's whatever. I mean, the Goblin Giant's literally already dead, and Matze's going to get some nice solid lava pup damage on this tower. I believe he does go ahead and tank a Sparky hit here, but that's going to be fine because he only tanks one. And the King Tower was at 6,000 HP. You know, you can take that kind of damage. So that's a good play right there. And as you can see, the bats are coming down in the middle. Basically, another lava. Just the bats were just to cycle to the lava. The bats don't do too much in this matchup. They're a little annoying, and they can maybe rage bait, but I feel like they don't get too much value either way. But as you can see here, the flying machine defends the mini P.E.K.K.A, defends the Golden Knight in a second, and is going to provide offense to your push. I don't believe he clones here. I'm not sure though. I mean, it looks like he wants to clone here. He's stacked everything. Oh, he's gonna wait. He's gonna wait. Wait. Please, plop it now. I want to see 4. I want to see 4, bro. No, bro, you would have had 24 lava pups on the field, bro. That would have been so cool. But yeah, anyways, he's just gonna clone up here, and this is just game because the unrelenting offensive pressure from Matze's LAVACLONE deck is going to be, you have to try and attempt to play defense. So, I mean, it was just beautiful there. The lone goblin giant on the king tower isn't going to do anything against Matze there. So I mean, you just at that point you ignore. So I hope you guys can kind of see what's going on, why he's making these plays, and why he's like when he's going in with the lava and stuff like that. So as you can see, Matze just waiting to make for his opponent to make the first play, since Matze doesn't have the lava hound to start off with. This is going to be a really annoying game here, bro. This is gonna, like let me look at this deck again. Inferno Dragon, Royal Delivery, Snowball, Royal Giant Monk. Can you get a weirder hard counter to LAVACLONE? I mean, don't answer that question. Don't answer that question, because you definitely can. But this is definitely a weird deck to be facing this early on. A very nice Skarmy position. Did you guys see that? The whole Skarmy is going to go in on offense, forces out a delivery, and pulls the Inferno Dragon. So not just some of the skeletons, all of the remaining skeletons went to that lane. Beautiful placement there. And he finally gets back to his lava after forcing out a delivery. Spell baiting is so key with this deck. Forces out the delivery, so now he's open to go in with the lava. Now, albeit the monk is coming down, it's gonna get disapparated. But later on in the game, the monk is gonna be very annoying against flying machines, spells. I guess there's only the flying machine that gets countered by the monk in this deck. But his opponent Ali has a very pretty fast cycle here, so he's allowed to get back to an Inferno Dragon, and he gets away with it. No damage for abusing that delivery early. So that's unfortunate for Matze that he wasn't able to do that. But again, trying to force out I'm so sorry. Trying to force out the delivery here. I don't know why it was a little so hard to say delivery right there, bro. But yeah, he tried to force it out. Did force it out. That's the whole game plan here. And 2 big flying machine hits. Because it's kind of useless going lava into a royal delivery. So if Matze can try and bait out that royal delivery, it's going to be really good for him. And as you can see here, he's going in with his lava push. Inferno Dragon's going to be a little tough to deal with, but you got to make sure, hesitating on the fireball, waiting just a minute, and now got a fireball to get this Inferno Dragon reset. It doesn't necessarily reset, it just gets it technically gets reset, but it'll target the same unit, so it's not entirely a reset. But yeah, as you can see, just patience there with the fireball. The 2 flying machines are locked on, and they're just going to town, bruh. They're going to town. The flying machine is such a fun card to use, especially in Lava Hound. That's why I love Lava Miner, man. The flying machine is so nice. And as you can see, getting that first royal delivery out, it's so extremely important, because he had to cycle back to another one, and by that time, LAVACLONE is a pretty fast cycle as well. You can also cycle back to 2 flying machines, 2 clones, whatever you need to do there. And so very good offensive play style against a deck where it had a lot of counters. But as you can see, he didn't use the win con once. Ali didn't get to use his Royal Giant once. Constant unrelenting pressure, spell baiting, and playing defense, or playing offense with your defense and playing defense with your offense. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. Have a great day.